Mainshill Solidarity Camp. So it's called Mainshill Wood, the area, the piece of land. It's just along from Douglas, which is a small sort of village just along the road there. And yeah, there's plans by Scottish Coal to put an open cast coal mine on this site. You can see just like over there, within eyeshot, 2 other open cast coal mines. This area's had a lot of coal mines, and yeah, basically being shot on a lot by a lot of people. I heard about this site specifically when the government started talking about coal expansion, 7 new coal-fired power stations is what they were saying a year ago, and looked into sort of what was happening in Scotland and saw that they had plans to expand the coal industry in Scotland, so that especially this area in Lanarkshire would become one of the most heavily mined areas in Europe. Now, I guess we'll be here as long as it takes. I'm determined to win this campaign, so if that means staying here indefinitely, then we stay here. If that means getting evicted and coming back, we'll get evicted and come back and do whatever we can. Like, obviously this isn't the only thing that we're trying. There's also sort of a legal challenge going through and all sorts, but yeah, we'll stay as long as we need to.
Oh, the community support's been amazing. All the locals around here are really anti-open cast. There's already loads of people in it, loads of open casts around, and the local people have been coming down, giving us donations, giving us help, loads of wood and for building, and yeah, they're really good people.
And all these people in this local community can see that they are turning around on one hand saying, save the world, save the environment, cut the CO2 emissions, and then you're opening up a big open cast mine like this, which is amongst half a dozen in this area, to fire coal-fired power stations. How are you going to get your climate change stuff together that way? You know, you're not. You're telling us one thing and you're doing the exact opposite. You know, it's a double standard.
You know, it's great that we've got a strong climate bill, as people say. But if you're going to expand the coal industry, then you're not taking climate change seriously.
So the real issue here at Mainshill is not just a Scottish issue. It's not just, it's an international issue. That ultimately, you know, we can't maintain a system that's built on producing ever more and more commodities, ever more and more stuff for people, just for sake of building more and more stuff. Our fundamental system of production right now is based on coal, which is ultimately going to kill off, you know, most of the entire planet through climate change. So, to be honest, it doesn't matter about anything more than your children. If you care for your children, if you want your children here in a world worth living in, and if you care about your way of life, you need to do whatever you can to stop coal and to transition away from this really destructive form of civilization and into something better. And I think this is clearly possible. It's a historic task, but people can do it.